Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about the game that shocked everybody. I mean, how does an 11-year playoff streak, one of the most dominant runs we've seen, just end? Well, it all happened in one single crazy afternoon.
Yeah, for more than 10 years, it was basically a guarantee, right? The calendar flips to January and this team is playing postseason football. But not this time. In this game, their biggest rival just completely tore that script out piece by piece until, boom, the season was just over. So to really get why this was such a massive upset, you gotta see how it all kicked off. Because honestly, it started exactly how you'd think it would. The Kansas City Chiefs came out looking like, well, the Kansas City Chiefs. Totally unstoppable. I mean, right out of the gate, on their very first drive, they just sliced right through the defense. It was almost scary easy. You had Mahomes, just perfect, 3-for-3 passing, finding every single hole, and then Pacheco was just gashing them on the ground. It was a clinic, a total masterclass. And then, to top it all off, Mahomes doesn't even need his arm. He just sees a lane, tucks the ball, and takes it in himself for a 12-yard score. Right then, you're thinking, okay, here we go again. It felt completely inevitable, like we all knew how this movie was going to end. But this is where things got interesting. This is where the whole script just got thrown out the window, because instead of just rolling over, the Chargers defense decided to fight back. And just like that, this game went from a blowout in the making to an absolute dogfight. And I mean a real slugfest. Look at this. Both defenses just started taking over. The Chargers are getting after Mahomes, sacking him, stuffing the run. On the other side, the Chiefs' D's grabbing interceptions, sacking Herbert, making sure the Chargers settle for field goals. It was just punch, counterpunch. Neither offense could get anything going. So you see how it played out on the scoreboard. The Chiefs get that early lead, 7-0. Then they push it to 10-3. It feels comfortable. But the Chargers just wouldn't die. They just kept chipping away, a touchdown, a field goal, until finally, late in the fourth, they nail a huge 49-yarder to take the lead. And for the first time all game, you're thinking, wait a second, could they actually do this? Okay, now we get to the moment. The moment the entire season just pivoted on a dime for both of these teams. This is where the game turns from just a great, close contest into something else entirely. So with the game on the line, who else but Patrick Mahomes starts marching the Chiefs down the field for what feels like an inevitable game-winning drive. They're making plays, they're moving the chains, and then it happened. The unthinkable. Their superstar quarterback is on the turf. Listen to the announcer's voice here. You can just hear the air get sucked out of the stadium. And then the replay comes up, and it's exactly what every single fan was dreading. A non-contact injury, his knee just buckles. It was just brutal to watch. And that's it. Patrick Mahomes, out, done for the game. So now, everything, the game, the playoff hopes, that incredible 11-year streak, it all falls on the shoulders of the backup, Gardner Minshew. Talk about pressure. He has to come in cold and try to save the season. So on the other side of the ball, you have the Chargers defense. The clock's winding down. They're facing a backup QB. They can smell blood in the water. This is it. This is their chance to finish the job and pull off this massive, massive upset. And here's how it all ends. Minshew drops back. He's looking for a safety blanket, Travis Kelce, on a corner route. But Derwin James, he's not fooled. He reads it perfectly, breaks on the ball, and interception. Game over. Just an incredible play that completely slammed the door. And the announcer just nails it. This wasn't just an interception to win a game. This was the play that sealed the Chiefs' fate for the entire season. You could feel the weight of it in that call. 11. Just think about that number for a second. 11 consecutive seasons in the playoffs. In the NFL, that's just unheard of. It was automatic. One of the most incredible streaks we've seen in any sport, really. And with that one single play, it was over. Just like that. The streak is broken. The impossible actually happened. For the first time in more than a decade, the Kansas City Chiefs were not going to the playoffs. So what does this all mean? Well, for the Chargers, it's an absolutely massive win, one they'll talk about for years. But for the Chiefs, man, it leaves this huge, lingering question mark over the entire franchise. After all that time on top, is this the end of an era?